to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, I wanna spend some time.
Hey YouTube family, it's Casey from Tolee Dezigns, and I'm here to share 5 steps that I think will be beneficial to you in your business. Whether you're starting from ground zero, you have skin in the game, you've been around for a long time, or you're rebranding and you are simply just rebuilding like I am. So let's go ahead and share some of these tips. The first one is goal setting. Now guys, if you see me looking on the side, I do have some notes that I want to share with you, and I want to be on target, and I want to keep this video under 10 minutes. So the first thing is goal setting. That is the first thing that you need to do in your business. You need to sit down, take a piece of paper, a journal, a notebook, whatever you're going to write on. You can use a blackboard if you want to. You need to set goals in your business. Listen, goals are very important because it's going to give you a guideline or a base from which you can grow from, okay? So the number one thing while you're setting goals is how fast do you want to grow? How much money do you want to make? Where do you want to sell your items? How often do you want to sell and promote? What kind of promotions or discounts will you run? How many days a week will you produce and list products? And I'm going to break everything down because I'm going to give you some more sections. But let's talk about how fast do you want to grow? First and foremost, you should never put too much pressure on yourself to try to grow your business faster than what your business should grow. You have to go through the growing pains. You have to experience the mistakes. You have to experience all of those things, okay? And as a person that has built an LLC before and has done content on YouTube and totally flopped, I've had to sit down and rebrand, rethink, and recalibrate the things that I need to do in my business. So let's talk about how much money you want to make in your business. Now let's talk about this for a minute. Maybe you have a goal to make $500 a week. You have to think about what it will take for you to make that $500 in 1 week. Now you can do it in a 7-day period, or you can do it in a 5-day period. It all depends on you. Now, if you're doing it in a 5-day period, what you will simply do is make products so that you can make $100 a day. So that's what it's going to take. You have to make $100 a day in order to meet the goal of $500 by the end of the week. Now, if you feel like that's too much, then maybe you want to break it down to a little lower number, maybe $300 a week, okay? But you have to figure out how much you want to do. So if I want to make $100 a day, that means I have to make 10 items and sell them for $10. $100, that's it. I have to sell 10 items, okay? Just to make that. Okay, during the week, I have to sell a total of 50 items in order to make the $500. Now, you could be a superstar, rock star, and sell 50 in 1 day. Hey, do whatever you do. But you still have to set a goal, and then you break it down from there. And even if you need to do more simplified math, and you have to go through the rest of the week and say, hey, I'm going to work only 5 days a week. I'm going to break it down each day. Let's see how this is going to work. Now, the other thing is, I would say do not get or become discouraged because you didn't get to your goal. The goal is there for you to reach it. That's why it's a goal. Okay, that's why you're setting goals, because you're trying to catapult yourself in a place where you can meet those goals. That's the ultimate goal. You want to set the goals and then be able to meet them. Number 2, choose the right platform. What is going to be your platform? Will it be Posh? Will it be TikTok? Will it be Facebook? Will it be Whatnot? Will it be Pinterest? You have to choose your platform. Or will it be in person? Or will it be a combination of all? These are the things that you have to determine. Okay, you have to look up your fees and all the different things that go on a different website. I know if you want to sell on Poshmark, they charge you 20%. If you want to do on Etsy, you have to not only pay a fee for your site, but you also have to pay a listing fee of 20 cents per item. Okay, which is not really expensive, but you got to look at all the other outs and ends of that website. Okay. The other thing is, after you have chosen the online or in person, you have to now decide, who is my target audience? Who is my target audience? For me, my target audience is a woman that is confident. When she walks into the room, she's commanding attention. She's commanding the room. She's giving out boss vibes. She knows who she is. That's my avatar, right? She walks in her own brand authority. She doesn't need anybody to tell her what's trending, because everything that she has on is trending. So that is my target audience. So you have to find yours. The other thing is promoting. How are you going to promote your items? Meaning, are you going to organically do it, or are you going to pay for ad revenues? Now, I'm going to say this. In the beginning, I'm going to tell you I would not bother to use ad revenues. And the reason why is because you're not making enough money anyway. And all you're going to do is put more money into it versus making more money. I would say organically start posting your stuff. That is the way to go. I still organically post because I feel like I don't want to pay nobody to advertise my stuff. I can advertise my own stuff, and I do very, very well at it. All I do is post on my marketplace, Facebook, Poshmark, Pinterest, TikTok. I'll post whatever I want, and I have been getting inquiries. So I am my best advertisement. Okay, I wear it out in the street. I wear it in the videos, where people can see it. Those are the different things that you want to do. Now, let's talk about taking great photos, because taking great photos is very imperative, especially if you're going to be using an online site. Okay, what you need is clear and crisp pictures. You cannot do any shoddy work. You can't have no gray areas. You can't have no blurriness. You can't have any of those things. Now, I don't use a camera, y'all. I use my iPhone. My iPhone has a great dynamic camera. I do videos on those. I do video shoots with my god sister on them. I take great photos on there. And then I use another app to advance my photos, to make them clearer, to make them the contrast better on there. So you need to have a great backup. As far as some people use Adobe, I use Photoroom. I swear by Photoroom. It's a great option to use when you are perfecting your pictures. They have AI on there. You can do a whole lot with it. You just have to get into it. Now, the last thing, which is number 5, is that I need to upload the products. I have to take time during the week to upload my products. How many times a week am I going to upload this, the different products that I have? Okay. So if you are a soap maker, take great pictures of the soap. Just put them on some type of, I don't know what they call them. They might be soap dishes. Get a soap dish. You can get one at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. You need to think of great ways to advertise your product. It's still life. That's what it's called, still life. That's the type of pictures that you're going to be taking. Nevertheless, after you've taken the still life, you're going to upload them to the website. You're going to do clear and precise SEOs, which is search engine optimization. You're going to use hashtags. You're going to use keywords. You got to know what the keywords are, y'all. That's a part of uploading your information. And then after you have uploaded this, you're going to promote your website. I'm going to go back to promoting the website because I feel like that we need to do that. That is step number 3. You need to promote. Okay, so you take all these steps and you utilize them. You have to be consistent. Every day you should be getting up, doing something on your goal list. That is how you're going to rebrand. That's how you're going to rebuild. And that is how you're going to start from ground zero. All right. So this has been my 5 top things that I do on a daily basis. I want to say thank you to all my writers. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. And I will see you in the next video.